endorse Governor Brown this year. We will see that if the anti-abortion extremists behind Measure 1 have enough valid signatures to qualify to the ballot, and to see if this misguided petition will come to voters in November. We are going to watch in the coming weeks and ensure that those signatures are held to the highest scrutiny. These uncertain times have given many very justifiable worry and concern, but we also know that we know what to do. Oregonians across the state know that they believe in reproductive health care, and they know that we have to join forces and get ready. And I'm ready to knock on doors and to talk to folks with you, which is why I'm actually really excited to welcome our great partner in this work, the Executive Director of NARAL-Pro Choice Oregon PAC, Grayson Dempsey.
Thanks, everyone. I'm proud to join Governor Kate Brown and Planned Parenthood in calling on Oregonians to stand up to the threats to reproductive health and abortion rights, both in Oregon and across the nation. With this Supreme Court nomination, the threat of Roe being overturned and gutted is more real than it has ever been. Women of reproductive age in America have never lived in a time when abortion was criminalized, but make no mistake, making abortion illegal does not stop it from happening. It just means that women will seek unaffordable, unsafe, and sometimes fatal healthcare procedures. Worldwide, over 70,000 women a year die as a result of complications from unsafe, illegal abortion. Here in America, we refuse to let the anti-abortion minority take this basic right away from us, the right to control our bodies and determine our futures. Even with Roe in place, the extreme anti-abortion movement has quietly and aggressively chipped away at the right to abortion in state legislatures, in lower courts, and at the federal level for years. The reality of Roe has already started to fade for many women in marginalized, rural, and low-income communities, women who already face the most barriers to accessing reproductive health care. In Oregon, we are lucky to have a true champion willing to proudly stand up to attacks on abortion rights and reproductive health care, and that champion is Governor Kate Brown. Last year, Governor Brown signed the historic Reproductive Health Equity Act, which codified the right to legal abortion in this state for the first time ever. With so much at stake, I agree with Emily. We cannot have a leader in Oregon who is anything less than a champion for the values that we hold most dear. Governor Brown's opponent, Newt Buehler, voted no on the Reproductive Health Equity Act and has said that he is opposed to public funding of abortion except in extreme cases. He has said that he believes the issue of abortion to be largely settled as a matter of law. And yet in 2018, we are seeing more threats than ever before and need leadership that will never, ever stop fighting for women's rights to determine our lives and our futures. Here in the most pro-choice state in the nation, we still face regular attacks on reproductive freedom. As you heard on Friday, anti-abortion extremists turned in over 140,000 signatures to put IP1 on November's ballot. I'll repeat that this measure would prohibit publicly funded healthcare programs like Medicaid and the Oregon Health Plan from covering abortion in Oregon. And if passed, this measure would significantly reduce access to health care, particularly for the most vulnerable people in our communities. Luckily, in Oregon, we are organized and we can win. Oregonians have shown time and time again that our pro-choice values are of utmost importance to us, and that we will not let extremists take health care away from those most in need of coverage. NARAL-Pro Choice Oregon is proud to be part of the No Cuts to Care campaign, which launched on Friday to fight back against